Okay, so I don't know if it's retrograde or my technology sucks or whatever. But for some reason my tablet won't let me go Facebook Live. My phone won't let me have regular Facebook. It will only let me do Facebook Lit or Lit Light or whatever. So I can't do anything on that as well. So with that being said, I guess I'm going to make a video and try to upload it on my page because as much as I would like to have you guys talk to me back and forth, because, you know, it's just easier that way, I guess not. It's not going to happen today. Um, so here is what's going on. Been thinking about what's happened over the last few days. For those of you who haven't seen on my Facebook, my kids' grandfather passed away. It's my ex-husband's father, but he was one of those people that I was always family no matter what. But um, on the topic, but not on the topic, I was replaying the events in my head of everything that happened because I don't journal. I mentally journal. I think of everything that's happened and pick up on things. So the day that I got the phone call, I was watching um, Arwen's um, tarot live feed for the tarot readings for the week. And it was about 9 o'clock ish my time. And, typical reading, first card obviously was the death card. And not necessarily always, that doesn't always mean physical death. But I remember seeing the card, thinking that was the most beautiful death card I've ever seen. Like, the first thought in my head was, that would be an awesome tattoo. Like, that was like, I am going to get that as a tattoo. But, so I went through the reading, and it was a typical, honestly, other than the death card part of it, I honestly, like, with everything that's going on, I really don't remember the rest of the reading. That sounds really sad, but it's true. Um, so I finished watching the live stream. I think I went to go watch a few more videos because I was catching up on videos. And so my phone rings, and it's my sister-in-law, and it's at that time 10:30, and she tells me that Dad passed away about an hour ago. Didn't make the connection to the whole card thing till actually today, believe it or not. Um, so I had to tell my sons when they got off of work, and I had to tell my daughter, and we already kind of knew it was coming. He had lung cancer, he won, then the cancer came back and became more aggressive and spread to his brain. So we knew it was coming, we just didn't know when. He died peacefully in Mom Barbie's arms, and he wasn't in pain, but so we went through the regular, things of, going to the wake, going to the funeral, us talking about memories and whatever. But at the wake, this is one of the reasons why I wanted to actually physically talk to you guys. I had the weirdest sensation. I'm standing off to the side, and all of a sudden, my whole right, like, vision just blurred over. Like, wasn't like necessarily blurry, but it was like blurry and dizzy and lightheaded all at the same time. Just on the right side of my face. Like, I had to, like, blink and get my composure. I can't talk straight today. So, and now my husband's coming in while I'm trying to make a video. What's up, babe? You're fine. I'm not live because my phone won't let me go live. So I have to make a video. But anyways, Um, so now I can't talk. What do you want?
Are we good checking this money for
Yeah. I'm only gonna share it between my group, so everybody either knows you or whatever. So, all right, I'll be out in a second. So, it's like I totally went blurry for like half a second, only on this side of my like body and on my right side, which for some people, right side of the body means male. Of course, didn't think anything of it right away. Just thought maybe I was crying too much stress, low blood sugar, whatever. Um, I started getting a pain in the back of my neck, in my head, like right in here, and ended up getting total horrible migraine on the right side of my brain. Um, like my right side of my whole head, actually, like even in the back of my neck. So we went through the wake and everything, and then went to the funeral. And then as I was at the funeral, where the typical, everybody sharing stories and whatever. After the funeral, I remembered the death card and how I saw it. Meep, Meep Cerrone. Don't go out there. Sorry, gotta call the cat. Mimi, Meep, come here. Um, so I was telling. Sorry, I'm really tired now. Telling my husband about what I want for Christmas slash my birthday or whatever. I want that card. And he's like, why? I was like, well, because it's like I just thought of it. He said right before I got the phone call, like actually as it was happening, I was watching the live feed. Um, the death card showed up, and it was the most beautiful death card I've ever seen. And I remember saying I wanted it as a tattoo, and I went to pull it up in the car. I went to the website that the lady that made them and whatever it was, and I didn't even realize some of the symbols in the card while the reading was going on. Once I pulled up the card itself, I I was amazed. Um, I can share a picture of it later, but it was a rose with a skull hand coming out of it, and there's a butterfly, like a mothy type butterfly. That's what I remember of it. What I didn't remember of it was, well, one I the 13. It's the 13th card of the deck. My son was born on the 13th. But I didn't play anything on that either. But in the background is the zodiac sign of Scorpio in like the star, like like when they do the star chart, like when they do the little stars and they connect the dots in the background. Dad was a Scorpio. And at the bottom was a Leo sign, up right above the word death. Mom is a Leo. So, I mean, if that's not a sign, I don't know what is, but it was comforting at the same time. Hey, Meepy. I got my cat. See my kitty? See my kitty? Actually, she's supposed to be my daughter's kitty, but yeah, I knew who was going to end up taking care of her, so it's my kitty now. Um, yeah, so I don't know. I just thought it was kind of odd, the sensation, anyways. Like, I've never had that kind of reaction at a funeral before. I know when my grandfather passed away, I knew that day that he was going to die. A week prior to Greg dying, I was at work and just started thinking of him and just busted out crying. And I was for sure he was going to go that day. And he didn't. So I was like, well, maybe it was something, I was hormonal or whatever. But I don't know. I just was wondering what you guys were thinking about the situation. Maybe similar experiences or something. Thanks.